Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. Yesterday I was watching The Inquisition, and Gary Beekler from Nerdrotic and Doomcock, they touched upon a subject that pretty much hits home for everybody when it comes to what we've been hearing concerning this Superman fiasco with J.J. Abrams and Ta-Nehisi Coates, along with how we feel about Henry Cavill. And it just kind of it touches on pop culture and how our characters are being disrespected. And it was an epic rant, and I just wanted to share this with everyone. So, y'all check this out. Listen to this.
Why else would you? Why would you make an announcement like that? Now we're going under some assumptions here. I don't know if we're going to get I don't know if they're going to adapt Calvin Ellis or Earth 23 Kal-El, or if they're just going to cast another, a white Superman and just have Ta-Nehisi Coates write it. I don't know, but that announcement was a troll. It was specifically a troll, and that's Jar Jar Abrams' way, and that's Jar Jar Abrams removing the curtain from who has been behind the DC shenanigans over the last year and a half. Everywhere he goes, shit starts. It's just ramping up again. I don't know when more people need to wake up to this. But look, he started in Star Trek. So Star Trek fans, this is old hat to them. Then he went to Star Wars, and now he's at the DC, and the same shit is happening again.
Yep.
Same shit.
Absolutely the same shit. And I am just sorry. I'm sorry if this dismays you, Warner Brothers. But if Superman is not a white male, it is not Superman. In the same way that if Blade is not a black male, Blade is not Blade. In the same way that if Hazel is not an overweight white maid, it's not Hazel. Flipper. If Flipper is a tuna and not a fucking dolphin, he's not Flipper. For fuck's sake, let the characters be who they are. These characters are of such limited reality, such limited depth. There is very, very little that these characters can call their own other than their name, their appearance, their costume, and to some varying degree, their history. Although God knows with DC and Marvel both, they have rebooted and bent, fold, spindle, and mutilated those origin stories so much that God knows what these characters are anymore. But at the very least, they look like the character. They have the same outfit. They're the same sex. It's a very, very low bar. But God, if they don't have him be those few characteristics, you might as well not even do the thing. And I know old Tahiti Coates, or whatever his fucking name is, who just loves to do race baiting shit, is just going to make this thing woker than woke. It's going to be woker than a rainbow unicorn fart in a downpour of fucking Skittles.
Taste the rainbow.
I don't want to taste that rainbow, mofo. No. But you know what I'm saying? That it's just like, oh my God, they're going to violate this character. They're going to vape Superman.
Oh,
if they pull this thing off. And you know what? I'm not going to fucking participate in it. I don't want any part of it. I don't even want to see it. I don't know how we're going to review it. I don't know. I don't think I can bear to sit through. I'm just sick of this stupid shit. I'm sick to fucking death of it, man. God damn it. It's just too much. It's too much. I'm not tolerating this shit anymore. I don't know what more to do than condemn it. But it has to be condemned. We have to keep fighting this crap. It is so predictable. So predictable. And then we had Captain Jack, John Barrowman, earlier talking about rebooting Doctor Who and making the Doctor a trans character. Why? Why does everyone in the United States now have to be gay? Does every character have to be gay or trans or of the community? Everyone? How big is the community otherwise? Do you know? Like what percentage of the population?
It's very small.
Yes.
It's
So
very,
why the fuck do we have to have it everywhere?
because they are, to use Zach's term, they're purse puppies. They're Hollywood's purse puppies. This is a way to trot other people's damage, other people's pain, and virtue signal, so you can make
Yes.
rich elitists feel better about themselves. And Eric July said it best. I shared his video about tokenism, and towards the end of it, I mean, he just sums it up perfectly. When you put an established label on a woman or a black man, an individual, by the way, this is, they're not hive minds out there. These are individual human beings we're talking about. And same goes for the alphabet community. You're saying that the white character is more important. That's what you're saying. So we have to take this away because the white character has more stature, instead of taking the characters you have, or better yet, create one. DC Comics could go out and hire the top talent out there, not Bendis, but we're talking actual comic book talent, and say,
Right.
okay, you guys get together and you create 5 characters. And better yet, Warner Brothers, you would have to do this for them to create actual good characters. They each creative person would have to get a piece of that character. And they would, because the reason you're not getting good characters and new original characters is because there's an adversarial relationship between the artist and creator and these corporations now, because the corporations own everything. So the creators hold back. So you want to get them invested. So you give them a piece and they genuinely create 5 characters. And then you stick with it for years. We've seen this happen before. Alan Moore wrote Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing was just a ball of goo until Alan Moore wrote it. Daredevil was kind of a silly superhero that I liked, but until he got a hold of it, Daredevil was just a kind of he wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
And what you did is you put a top level talent who was hungry on it, and he made it into something that's now a classic hero. But how many classic heroes have been created in the last 2 decades? Next to none.
Yeah.
How many franchises have been created in the last 2 decades? Next to none. We're still talking about franchises that were built in the 60s. Make something original. I mean, Game of Thrones was, it's from the 90s, but it was an original thing that was relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't gotten that a lot when it comes to franchises, because corporations can't make them. They're incapable. And it's because of that adversarial relationship. They fuck people over. Alan D. Foster still hasn't got paid. Bill Nye got fucked over. Disney's just the evil company, but they all are. So that's why you're not getting these really interesting, good original characters. They are in the independent sphere, but nobody's seeing them because they're being drowned out, by all of the entertainment that's out there. But there is a character that is probably black that if you put your time and investment behind, you can build that up to be the next Superman, or as popular,
Right.
or at least popular, to where you can have a new character with Superman and they can do stuff. You would have more, you would make more money. But see, it takes time and investment, something Hollywood is not willing to put in because they're fucking lazy. And they'd rather give Jar Jar Abrams $500 million to sacrifice Superman so that fucker can have another scalp to hang up on his fucking wall or whatever. So he can have another virtue signal to make him look better, because that's all that guy's about.
Yeah.
He's not about creativity. He's not about anything else other than furthering himself and making his bank account larger.
That's it, man. That's it. Hollywood and corporations are risk averse, and they love the comfort of having an established franchise with established rules and an established fan base. But then they go ahead and corrupt it. They take everything that franchise was, and then they turn it upside down on its head. And it's just beyond insane. And I am so sick of this craven, cringy, sad approach to cultural vandalism. I'm just sick to death of it. And I agree entirely. Go ahead and make new franchises. Look at The Expanse, which is basically a new cinematic franchise.